Intense meditation brings about a union with the state contemplated, and during this union we see visions, have experiences, and behave in keeping with our change of consciousness. This shows us that a transformation of consciousness will result in a change of environment and behavior. All wars prove that violent emotions are extremely potent in precipitating mental rearrangements. Every great conflict has been followed by an era of materialism and greed in which the ideals for which the conflict ostensibly were waged are submerged. This is inevitable because war evokes hate, which impels a descent in consciousness from the plane of the ideal to the level where the conflict is waged. If we would become as emotionally aroused over our ideas as we become over our dislikes, we would ascend to the plane of our ideal as easily as we now descend to the level of our hates. That bears repeating. If we would become as emotionally aroused over our ideas as we become over our dislikes, we would ascend to the plane of our ideal as easily as we now descend to the level of our hates. Love and hate have a magical transforming power, and we grow through their exercise into the likeness of what we contemplate. By intensity of hatred, we create in ourselves the character we imagine in our enemies. Qualities die for want of attention, so the unlovely states might best be rubbed out by imagining beauty for ashes and joy for mourning, rather than by direct attacks on the state from which we would be free. Whatsoever things are lovely and of good report, think on these things, for we become that with which we are in rapport. There is nothing to change but our concept of self. As soon as we succeed in transforming self, our world will dissolve and reshape itself in harmony with that which our change affirms. And this is the ending of the reading of this. And I think it's a very timely and wonderful bit of information that Neville Goddard is giving us here, because right now, as I can see it, there is a lot of people hating things about our government and about different parties in the Republicans and the Democrats and different ones, and saying hateful things and just not having a good outlook at all on what they imagine is going to be our future. And I'm so not willing to get involved in arguing all of that stuff with people who are very political thinking, because when I argue with people, I invariably get all trapped into that saying of negative things just to show them that I'm right and that they're wrong. And what I need to do is just bow out and let them be how they will be all by themselves, and not participate in that kind of negative talk, and just do what Neville Goddard says here, and just imagine the best for them. To see those that I would consider the enemy because maybe they represent the opposite of what I want is not to see right. I have to see them as coming to know truth, and that they know it, and that they will live it, and they will realize that they can't stay in that anger energy. And I can see them just having enough with their own anger and saying, enough with this, enough of this talking such hateful talk. Even if what they think they see seems to be so true by all the physical evidences they claim, it wouldn't matter what all they can cite as proof that they are right, because their duty is to envision and use their imagination. And it's my duty as well to imagine our country and all countries of the whole world, and not just the whole world, of the universe, because what we're doing on this earth is universal. what we're here doing is not just to benefit our United States of America. It's to benefit the whole world, the whole universe, the galaxy, the cosmos. What we do is very important. And a big one is that we've got to watch our emotional discharges, that they not be of the kind that sends us and our world into further confusion. And so I just imagine every day that people are changing, that they get enough of themselves. They just get tired of being negative, and they start thinking, I want to have a better outlook. I want to believe something better. I want to imagine the best for my president, for my country, for the world, for everything that's going on, and not see anyone in a negative light or talk bad about them. So that's just my vision, and I'm trying to live it. And I hope to hear from some of you. And this is the Dove Lady, over and out.